We had no idea that we needed psychology degrees to be experts in outdoor furniture.
Turns out.
It turns out that pretty much on the regular, if couples come in, we have to help facilitate conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That keep calm.
Yes. Like
And-
maybe, Amanda, we shouldn't say that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Right.
To our husband. Maybe we could say.
What's up, Camden County? You are catching episode 47 of the Getting in Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Alison Shores from the Camden County Chamber of Commerce. This Getting in Your Business podcast is made possible by our Chairman Circle sponsors, Comcast Business, Georgia's Own Credit Union, Lockheed, Georgia Power Company, Sparklight, Plug Power, St. Mary's DDA, TDS Telecom, and Ameris Bank. Thank you to all of our sponsors. All right, guys, we're going to get down to business. I'm so excited because I got the most fun people in the world right here in the studio today from Porch Patio. Thank you, Sissy and Becky, for joining us. This is going to be fun. All right. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people don't even know how fun your store is. It's like amazing, and I like to call it magical when I go in there because you don't realize how much is in there, first of all. And it is, but it's fun. It's all fun stuff. Like, I didn't think I could have as much fun in Porch and Patio, but yes, now y'all have made me want to like completely redesign my patio so I can come in there and, I love the rugs, all the things. So we have so much to cover today. So I kind of want to get right into it. So I apologize. First things first, when did you open up Porch and Patio here in Camden County?
So we purchased Porch and Patio, my husband and I, from Otis Lee in 2022.
Okay.
And he had been going for 15 years.
Yeah.
So it was called the Patio Store.
Yes.
And we purchased it from him and took over right where he left off.
Yeah.
And he did such an awesome job that our word of mouth is fantastic. So he had a fantastic group of customers, and they just kept rolling in, and here we are.
Yes.
Three years. Are we 3 years?
So it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to talk about the fact that y'all are sponsors for Taste of Camden, which is April 27th, and I'm so excited about that. But what your sponsorship means is also you're going to have some stuff out there in our VIP booth, and I'm so excited. Like, we are going to have all the furniture. Becky, I know you've been just like, can't wait.
So excited.
Let's talk about this furniture that's going to be out there because I know it's going to be amazing.
Absolutely. So we are doing Polywood. We did Polywood last year, and we did deep seating, which is like cushion furniture.
Okay.
This year, we're doing all kinds of the fabulous 600 series Adirondacks. So they've got like a contoured seat, a contoured back. We're doing them in pairs of different colors. Oh, yeah. Lots of fun colors.
Lots of color.
And we are doing just kind of a special because they have a sale going on now, but it doesn't include all of these products, and they're not always the best. So anybody who wants to purchase those chairs that day.
Stop it.
Oh, girl. Cash or check, we are doing a 25% discount. You take them home with you that day. Yep. So you can buy a fabulous fun set of chairs at a huge discount.
And I think there's 5 or 6 sets, right?
Maybe even 7. We've got a couple blues, a red, orange, yellow, green. Then we've got
turquoise.
Gray. Yeah.
And then there's some gray balcony sets that have like balcony tables with 2 chairs.
Stop it.
That are great for small spaces.
Yes.
Up on the second floor. Yeah. So all of the things that we will have at the event will be available for purchase at 25% off retail.
That day.
Yes.
That day.
At Taste of Camden.
At Taste of Camden.
I love this. So people can leave with if they like these chairs, they can just.
Yes.
I want to take those home with me.
We don't want to have to move them back to
Right.
the store.
So please come out to Taste of Camden, April 27th, 2 to 5, and check out everything Porch and Patio is going to have. I can't say that kind of chair.
Adirondack.
Yes.
It's the outdoor chair that everybody puts around their fire pit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you gave away 2 at our business after hours when we did it there.
We did.
And I was so upset because I did not win. And I was like, please pick me. Please pick me.
We don't rig those
We don't
things.
rig anything.
I know.
Right?
Otherwise, I would have won, or probably Shauna. Shauna would have won. But they're just amazing chairs, and it's just this is so cool. That's so cool of you guys. Thank you.
Fun. Yeah. Yes, thank you for having us.
So
we love anything VIP.
Yes,
It's kind of our jam.
It is.
I love it.
And these chairs, like people think Adirondacks are low to the ground
These
and things
higher.
These sit higher up. The angle isn't so severe.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who think they can't have an Adirondack or they don't sit well, these are the chairs that they sit in, and then they're like, I love this chair.
You don't need a cushion.
So let's talk about, okay, I'll sit here and talk about Taste of Camden VIP and all that all day long, but this is not about me. This is about y'all. And I want to talk about what you have in the store, because I don't think people realize everything that you have in there. So let's talk about that for a second.
So when it comes to patio furniture, there's lots of different materials.
So I have learned.
Yeah.
I did not know until I got connected with you guys.
And those materials in the broader world of outdoor furniture, if you don't purchase the right material for the environment that you live in, your furniture will not last as long. So we carry poly lumber furniture, which is high density polyethylene.
Okay.
That can be a whole podcast of its own.
Okay.
It's recycled milk jugs, essentially. We carry teak furniture, which is real wood. There's another wood called Ipe that we have access to, but we have teak in the store. We carry synthetic wicker, which is, the wicker that you see on a lot of outdoor furniture. We carry aluminum furniture. So it's either powder coated aluminum frame with synthetic wicker around it, or real wicker. So we have actual real wicker. I don't know if there's a proper name for that, but
It's
with
natural wicker.
Natural wicker with the
Natural wicker
threshing and the painted. And then we carry cast aluminum. So powder coated aluminum is extruded. It's a hollow tube, if you will. And then cast aluminum is solid aluminum. And then there are some other materials like marine grade polymer, which is a virgin plastic. So there's a lot of different things. We do not carry anything that is steel.
Okay.
Because steel will rust in our environment.
I was about to ask you, so what is best for, because our environment's a little, you got this heat in the sun, which is going to affect patio furniture, and then weather. I mean, it rains, especially in the summer. It may be every day.
Well, everything we sell is meant to be outside in our environment. So we don't
see.
Sell
I love
anything.
that.
Yeah, we don't sell anything that isn't going to perform. I think we get a lot of requests for cast iron. That has kind of fallen
by the
wayside. You don't really see a lot of that when we go to market. We don't really see that product anymore. That's kind of an old school thing. But there are plenty of traditional looking options in aluminum, which is aluminum will oxidize, but it won't stain your brand new pool deck.
Gotcha.
When it does.
Okay. So, yeah, that makes a difference. Yeah.
We sell more Polywood than anything else because it has a 20-year warranty.
A 20-year?
20-year warranty.
I was like, wait, did I hear that correctly?
20 or 25, depending on the manufacturer.
Yes.
And it is so easy to maintain. You literally hose it off. I mean, the fabric cushions, not so, that's more maintenance. But yeah, 20-year warranty is fantastic.
I mean, with the pollen and everything, it's just great just to be able to hose off or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So, okay, in your store, I have to talk about my favorite product, which is your rugs. You knew I was going to go here. Right. So I love those rugs. I don't know why. I mean, I can't tell you that, first of all, they're pretty. Right. And
they don't look like outdoor rugs.
They do not look like outdoor rugs. They look like something that I would have in my living room or anything else, but they're outdoor rugs.
They're outdoor rugs. You can pour bleach on them. They're plastic.
Yes.
So cool. Like those rugs, and they're so, like, they are beautiful.
Yeah.
And you can use them indoors or outdoors. And the fact that I can just hose it off.
Yes.
Stop it.
And people are shocked at the price point.
Yeah, the price point.
Like, they're always like, whoa, these are so cheap. I had a lady yesterday say, I could throw this away.
Yeah.
Like, well, you could.
It's 8x10 start at $2.99.
Yeah. It's remarkable. Anyway, they don't look like outdoor rugs whatsoever.
But the fun part is the display that we have.
Yes, I like to go through it.
So
I could get lost in it.
We had this thing fabricated overseas because it was inexpensive to do that, but it ended up costing 3 times what I paid for it because of the import tariffs and things. Oh well. Anyway, it is a giant rack that's 8 or 10 feet tall and 20 feet wide, and it has 15 rugs on it that roll back and forth.
And it's amazing.
It's really fun. It's fun to
I play, and when I come in, I'm like, let me do it. Let me play with it. It's so fun, and I'm like a kid. So there's that. Well, you just mentioned something about tariffs. I kind of do have a question. Like, are the tariffs that are happening right now? Are they how's that going to affect you on a local level?
Well, it's already affecting us.
Okay.
We do thankfully have lots of product that is made in the U.S., which is great. American manufacturing is still alive.
Yeah.
So right now, those things aren't being impacted as much, but there are parts that are made overseas. So eventually there might be price increases, which happen kind of on a regular basis anyway. So that's not as much of an impact. But anything that we sell that is manufactured overseas is already incurring tariffs. Now, it's been a little bit weird because on again, off again, off again. We don't know,
right.
But many of our manufacturers have instituted pass-through tariffs, and unfortunately, we have to pass
that along
right on through, and so it is happening now. There is a lot of inventory in the U.S., so there are things that were made overseas that were brought in before the tariffs started, and I know there's this 90-day delay, so I'm not sure about, but there is still product available that won't be tariffed.
Gotcha.
And we are getting updates pretty regularly from manufacturers saying, okay, when it starts, this is what it is. This is what it's going to be. And some of them are going to be high.
Yeah.
And but it's frustrating because there are American companies that make product overseas that are being directly impacted.
Gotcha.
And may not make it.
Yeah.
Because of it. So we're keeping an eye on it. Like I said, we have lots of American-made product, which is great. All the Polywood is made in America.
Yeah.
Which is our bread and butter. So
and all of those manufacturers support American businesses. They support retail stores. They support warehousing. They support trucking. So there is some, and it's difficult. So we do have manufacturers who are like, hey, we manufacture in America, but we can't get this and this in America. So we have to buy it to manufacture. And so it's complicated.
It's complicated. And I think the real impact, we aren't even close to it yet.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be several more months before we know.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll have you guys back on and y'all can tell me some of the effects, because I do want to know what it's like on a local level. It's not something I don't have a business, but it's, I would just kind of like to know what the local impact is.
Yeah.
So we'll keep that in mind, and two, I will say this, like our, just the times we live in, everybody thinks, we're just going to shop online. I'll just go online. And, they have what is it, like Wayfair and, Amazon, Overstock and all the things. So they have all that. But, I don't think people understand the experience that you get from doing it with you guys. And so I want to talk about that. Like, what is the difference between getting it from online to doing it with you guys?
The difference is service.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of people just assume that customer service doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you that at Porch Patio,
I was about to say,
all we have to sell is service.
Yes.
And it's very important to us. So the experience you have at Porch Patio when you come through the door, regardless of who is working, we're a team. I like to say that we are two halves of one whole.
Yeah.
So we have other team members, Amy and Dale and Mary and my husband Bob.
Yes, can't forget Bob.
And Daniel, our warehouse manager, and Patrick, who's a part-time helper. we're a team of people that exist to make sure that your outdoor space is what you want it to be.
But I'm also going to say this, like the warranties that you have, you guys will like, because when I've ordered online, which I hate saying that I have even done because I'm the chamber
we all do it.
director, but you know, it happens. But things aren't, not that I've ordered patio stuff, but other things don't come assembled. First of all, I don't need to be putting things together, okay? And so I'll have to wait on my husband forever, you know? And so to get him to do it, because he is busy, you know?
Yes.
And so it's like, y'all will do that. And you deliver it. Like, come on.
Yeah. You want to?
Well, it's just, I think people walk into the store. We have people bring siding from their houses. We have people bring pavers, fabrics, like planter samples, all of these things. And we're going to sit down. Yes, paint chips. We sit down with you. We lay these things out. I can't tell you how many times people say, oh, this isn't what I wanted when I came in, you know, when I walked in the door. Yeah. And now I know what it is that I really want.
It's an education process.
That's what I was going to say, because y'all, even the first time I went in there, you educated me. Yeah. And, you know, and we've continued the education. Like there was so much that I did not realize about like patio furniture.
Well, patio furniture today is an investment.
Agreed.
Okay. You can make a small investment a bunch of times over the next 20 years, or you can make a larger investment up front and have product that's going to last. Nobody online is going to tell you that, because they want you to keep buying over and over and over and over again. That's their model.
Yep.
And our model is we kind of don't want to see you again. And I mean, we want to see you to come buy gifts and you know, come in and buy accoutrements and rugs and accessories and things like that. Pillows.
Yeah,
Bob asked me the other day if we were a pillow store.
What are we, a pillow store now?
We have so many outdoor pillows right now.
But pillows are part of the whole experience.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's the zhuzh. It's the zhuzh. But, you know, when you go online, if you don't know exactly what you're buying and you're doing research, you're not going to get the information that you need to make an informed decision. So that's our job, to help you make an informed decision and to protect your investment after that. So you come in, you may or may not buy the first time you come in, but once you do, we're there to help make sure you know how to maintain it. You have the tools you need, like covers and warranty information and, you know, all those things that you're not going to get, because every time you go to a chat bot on an online store, number one, it's probably not a human. Number two, it's a different person every single time.
Number
Porch
three,
Patio,
they don't know where you live.
They don't know where you live. They don't know your environment. They don't know what product, what material is going to work. At Porch and Patio, it's me or Becky or Amy or Dale or Mary. You know, and so there's some consistency there, which is really nice. And I think too, some people think that they go online because they don't want to be sold to.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you that if we think that you want something that we don't recommend, we're probably going to tell you to go somewhere else.
See, because you care and you know that you know your product and you know its capabilities and you know, like, you just know. You know what's best, especially, and then I just think
we
it's
don't
amazing.
work on commission.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's important to note.
Yeah.
Yes.
We want you to make that spend, and we want you to love it for a long time. And we carry what we call legacy furniture. Our furniture is going to last you decades and decades, right? So when you come in 40 years to replace your furniture, we have this happen. Yes. And I'm like, I know that that's this brand. Haven't seen that before. We have a person at the factory and we talk to them and they're like, oh, that's the veranda collection. It was discontinued 17 years ago. If you need replacement cushions for that, here's how you order them. That's what we do.
We need a PSA right now.
Oh,
we need a PSA.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. People.
No,
there is no such thing as a standard replacement cushion in outdoor furniture.
Please stop
it.
it.
Okay, so let's say that again.
There is no such thing as a standard sized replacement cushion for outdoor furniture.
Did we get that? Okay.
Every single manufacturer's collection, every collection
is different.
Is a different pattern. So if
fun.
you want replacement cushions for furniture that you purchased at the big
Wayfair.
box store
Yeah.
or online somewhere, I am unfortunately not, we can help you, but it is very expensive.
And y'all,
Gotcha.
don't throw those cushions away.
Don't throw them away because
because
you might need the upholsterer to make a pattern for you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how thick
Beyond
was your
fabric.
cushion?
I was
do
about
that.
to say, and we have a great upholsterer, and that you got to go
best.
to
Sarah
Beyond
is
Fabric.
amazing.
We love her.
Yeah.
Wow. So y'all have other things in the store now that we've touched on all that that I want to talk about. Y'all have these coasters in there because you have fun little gifts and stuff. It's not just finding a furniture.
Yeah.
But you also have like these coasters that say all these cool things. And I should have brought the one I have in my office about, that I can remember 80s song lyrics more than I can remember why I walked in this room or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're all so cute. But you also wasn't there some spicy bird food? Tell me about spicy bird food. What do we have?
So it turns out that squirrels can taste spice.
I'm sorry, what?
Squirrels
Okay.
are sensitive to spice.
Their receptors feel that burn.
Birds cannot.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
The more you know.
We sell a product called Mr. Bird because the birds are hungry and they want to be fed. But you don't want your squirrels eating.
That is
Your bird food.
hilarious.
It's so great.
They just came out with a new one called Disco Inferno.
I love this.
It's so great. Now, we
Flaming
have
hot.
non-spicy, right?
There's non-spicy,
We have
too.
people who are like, well, I don't want to hurt the squirrels.
squirrels.
I'm like, that's great. You buy bugs and mealworms
Yeah.
over here. We've
Yeah.
got bugs, seeds, and mealworms, but Disco Inferno.
Inferno.
Is the other one like Burning Love?
Flamin' Burning Love or something like that. So it's really cool because it's a cylinder that you put on this holder with a cover.
Yeah.
And, if the squirrel gets to it, they only try it once. They won't come back.
I kind of love this.
I know, it's great.
Because there's nothing more I want to see birds. I don't want the squirrels in this.
And it's not chemical. It's made with peppers.
Yes.
Oh, so it's not. Yeah. It's
gonna
not
hurt 'em.
harming them.
Won't hurt them.
It's a natural thing.
Deterrent.
That is too cool.
Isn't that fun?
So you also, I don't even know if we've mentioned this already, but you guys have fire pits in there,
Fire.
umbrellas.
yes.
Oh, yeah. It's big umbrella season.
Yeah.
So that's another important thing. There's some safety issues around umbrellas that people don't think about.
Okay.
If you're putting an umbrella in a table, that table is going to stabilize that umbrella, right? A lot of people want a freestanding umbrella. Well, you need a certain amount of weight to stabilize a freestanding umbrella.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Exactly.
And it differs with different sizes.
It does. So we know all of that.
Right?
We know all of that.
That would not even cross my mind.
Becky, what's your favorite umbrella brand?
Oh, it's a Frankfurt.
Why?
For so many reasons.
Well, tell us.
Powder coated aluminum poles, fiberglass ribs that bend almost in half. I'm an umbrella nerd.
I was about to say.
Standard canopies that are awning grade. So I just say to people, I'm like, touch this umbrella, now touch this umbrella. And immediately they're like, well, now I don't want that umbrella. I don't.
And you can get fringe.
Oh, yeah.
You can have a valance.
I'm sorry.
You can have alternating color panels.
Girl, I customize
It's so
umbrellas
much
all
fun.
the time, and we build them so you can see them in like a designer.
Yeah, we can do that online.
We flip them around from the top. Like,
Yeah. It's so cool.
Such a thing.
And it's,
I am mind blown right now.
yeah.
It's going to take a second to soak in.
Yeah, come by when you're not
There's
busy.
lots of
Right.
tools. There's lots of tools. Becky and I both do space plans, 2D space plans. So if you know the measurements of your space,
Right.
you bring them to us and we can lay it out with the actual size of the furniture. So you
And you
see
can
what
help
will
people
fit.
design
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
their porch
Yes.
or patio.
And
Yeah.
we mark your traffic areas because a lot of times people, like when I ask questions like, well, what way does that door open? Or what? They're like, oh, I don't know. I didn't think about it. Or we'll say things that people don't think about. And I'm like, well, you can't put something here, but we could do it like this. Or
But you cannot get this information online.
no.
Nobody's going to do that for me. That's amazing. And I would love to be able to, because I'm going to be honest, I'm not a designer. I like pretty things and I want it to just appear that way.
Right.
So I am one of those people, even with my clothes, I'm like, I like that. I need that. I'm not going, that's how I am. Put it together for me. And so that for somebody like me, that is perfect. If I could come in and say,
you would make an appointment with Becky.
yeah, Sissy's like, no, I'm not working
Becky
with you.
will tell you exactly what you need and where it should go and what color it should be.
But I think that's so cool. Like, who does that?
I mean, I definitely do. Also, you know who doesn't? Wayfair doesn't care about y'all. No. Target doesn't care about y'all.
Thank
just so
you.
know.
Just want to. They're just trying to move it, sell it. They don't care what you do.
Right.
You know.
Now, with regard to Polywood, though, this is very interesting. So we compete directly with Polywood.com.
Okay.
Polywood.com, huge company. They're the starters of this whole HDPE recycled furniture stuff. And we have a lot of contemporaries in the industry that are like, why would you sell it? You're competing directly with them. Well, there's a number of reasons. You know, name brand is not the least, right?
Yeah.
But our price on Polywood is the same exact price as Polywood.com.
So you can buy it from the manufacturer and it can arrive at your home
In the same amount of time.
unassembled, in boxes, on pallets.
For the same price.
For the same price. Or you can buy it from us. Again, same price. And you can have it white glove delivered. Bob
Complimentary.
loves it.
In Camden County, Nassau County, and Glenn County.
I love that.
And parts of Charlton, too.
Yeah.
And McIntosh.
Yeah, can't.
Okay, so
The whole region, you know.
basically a lot of places.
But I think that's amazing because I'm gonna tell you, I am not the one. I will get frustrated. Like,
Right.
I can put stuff together, but it's not a fun time.
You don't want to.
Like, my husband and I put together a chicken coop, and I was like, I'm glad we're still married.
Yes,
your current husband. That's
Yes,
amazing.
yeah.
Like you're still.
Thank you.
Still together.
Yes. So I can't I just having that done. So you'll help me design it. You'll put it together for me.
Yeah.
And you're going to deliver it.
Yeah. And set it up where you want it.
Yes. And when you're freaking out, we're like, Allison, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down, girl. We've got you.
See, you already knew that was going to come
We're
at
like,
some
go
point. I was
home.
going to forget. Yeah, go home.
Go slide some rugs.
Yeah, that's
It'll
what I
make
need
you
to
feel
do.
better.
Yes. Now I know we talked about something off air with your warehouse moving down to Camden.
Yeah. So right now it's in Brunswick, and there's been some movement in Three Palms Plaza. I don't know if everybody knows where Three Palms Plaza is, but it is where Willie Jules is the anchor on the end. And
Yes.
we're right next door to Willie Jules. And the Camden Barbershop,
Yes.
which has to be the most popular barbershop
Let me tell you, she's
In
always
the
busy.
entire world.
I mean,
Always.
it's a revolving door. I've never
Yes.
seen anything like it.
crazy.
They do great haircuts.
Yes.
So they are moving to the end where State Farm used to be.
Yes.
And so we are taking over their space as our warehouse space.
So you're going to have even more stuff.
Well,
That's what I heard.
What it's going to do is so right now, if you come in and you need a couple of Adirondack chairs, which we usually have those in stock, not in every color, but we usually have some stock. If you want to take them with you, we can just grab them and put them in your car, and you can take them with you if you want to build them at home, you know, or do something like that. Or if you don't want to do that, we can still build and deliver, but it might shorten the time because it doesn't have to come, on the trailer from Brunswick. So,
And we do get people who have, I don't know how you get into a patio furniture emergency, but it happens where people are like, they're like, I need 4 in this color right now. And I'm like,
Today.
Immediately. And they're like, I got people coming in 2 hours. Like I have to have them.
I think you should do this PSA.
Stop. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. If you plan ahead, you come and you buy what we have. No,
But they can buy what you have.
Yes.
But it's just as it is.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Now,
But please, people, every year spring comes around.
and it's
Every
like we
year.
forget.
I know we forget, but every year spring comes around. And what happens in the outdoor furniture industry is that spring comes at the same time for a lot of people. And the manufacturers can only make so much. And so their lead times get longer as we get into spring
starting
and
in
summer.
February.
So I was going to ask, like, okay, let's say that my new porch is going to be done next spring. So when do I need to get with you
Now.
guys?
Start now because it might take you a little while to decide.
decide.
Many people come in and they're overwhelmed by what we like. They're like, I didn't know there would be so many things.
That's what I want to make people aware of. I think if you just pass by, you are missing out so much on what is inside and what Yeah, I mean, first of all,
Plus, we're really fun.
y'all are so fun. Y'all are
And
too
we
much
have a
fun.
refrigerator that probably has, a little something in it.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, our business after hours there, time of my life.
Thank you for bartending.
Like I had so much fun. Okay, so stop.
The
But
tiki bar isn't up right now, but it's coming back.
I asked about it when I was in
It's
there.
coming
I
back.
said, Becky, where's my tiki bar?
We have the components. It's coming back.
Okay, good. Yeah. Now, one other thing I want to touch on is we have a lot of people moving into the area, new houses. They can come to you and get go ahead and get started when the house is when you've got the plans going. Like they can go ahead and come to you because there's a lot of people moving here that maybe aren't used to our weather. They need to understand that. And then there's also just a lot of people building houses, moving into houses, getting their retirement home ready here, just a lot of things. And they need to go ahead and be getting with you guys. And it may be a few weeks if you're doing it late,
Yes. Well, and we've had situations like I had a customer bring a house plan in and I was like looking at their screen porch and I was like, wait, all these doors open into this area and they're placed here and they were able to make a change with their builder that didn't cost them anything, but that made their space work. Like I was like, right now we can't even do anything over here. I'm like, we can put a little garden chair and a stool. But so those kind of things are things that we're going to see and be able to kind of walk you through and help you with.
If you need to order outdoor furniture, the lead times can be anywhere from 3.5 to 4 weeks up to 12 to 14 weeks.
Yeah.
And that fluctuates when we get into season.
Gotcha.
So season is basically March through September, right?
It's a long season.
It's a long season.
Yeah.
But here we live outside.
I was about to say,
Yes.
I mean, all the time.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
So if you want to get really short lead times, you start looking now and you shop and make your purchases in October, November, and then things come in and
Gotcha.
We don't have a huge warehouse space to store stuff, so we may time your order, so that, but you lock in what you want and then.
I think what I really want to hone in on with you guys is like the whole experience that you'll get with you guys. It's from going into being able to design to whatever, any question that anybody has, you guys can answer it.
We've already heard it.
Right.
Yes.
Actually, that's probably not true.
Yeah,
we get
weird questions.
So many weird questions all the time.
And I'm probably going to have a million. So, but that's just the nature of it. Like, but you can answer the question because you're passionate about what you do.
Yes.
And it shows. And like, I've never heard somebody get so passionate about umbrellas and Polywood and, but it's amazing that you do. And it makes me passionate about it out of nowhere. And I'm like, wait, when did I start caring about umbrellas? And, but it's just, it's amazing. And I can't help but feel it too. And I love that about you guys. And it's just a whole experience from start to finish. And it's somebody that you can call even if things go wrong or right or whatever. If you need it, if you need anything, you guys are there. And that just matters to me.
It does. The other backside of that, the flip side of that is that we're members of an organization called the International Casual Furniture Association.
Okay.
The outdoor furniture industry is really small. It's not a huge.
I didn't realize.
It's not a huge. I mean, it's big, but it's not a huge.
Right.
It's a niche. It's a niche industry. And it's very different from inside furniture.
Yeah.
And so we go to educational conferences, we do webinars, we meet. I mean, I'm friends with, I think, the owners or presidents or CEOs of almost every firm we work with.
Wow.
It's really incredible.
That is incredible.
Because we get to network and meet with these people on a regular basis. And so I serve on the board of the ICFA, and we're committed to the industry as well. So any major changes in the industry, for example, the PFAS things that came out, so the forever chemicals, our industry has removed PFAS chemicals from all of the.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I mean, not every player has done that, but the people who are members of the ICFA have.
Yeah.
And so there's things like that, again, it's buy from experts.
Yes, and that's what I'm gonna say. We have
Experts are
experts
local.
right here
Yeah.
in Camden County.
Yeah.
And I hope people will check you guys out. Now I do have one thing I'm supposed to ask you guys about. I don't know if y'all are ready for this, but I'm supposed to ask you about marriage counseling.
I mean, you already touched on it. You built a chicken coop with your husband.
Yeah.
We had no idea that we needed psychology degrees to be experts in outdoor furniture.
Turns out.
It turns
Wild.
out that pretty much on the regular, if couples come in, we have to help facilitate conversations
Oh yeah.
Yes.
that keep calm.
Calm. Yes. Like
and-
maybe, Amanda, we shouldn't say that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard
Right.
to our husband. Maybe we could say, maybe we could frame that
So
differently.
y'all are also marriage counselors.
Yes.
I love this.
Indeed, we're good at it. And we always
We
say,
know when to walk away.
we do. We know when to walk away. And at the end of the day, we'll look at each other and we're like, everybody left married.
Then
Right?
that's a success.
We don't know what happened to them after they
right,
left, but they left here
this
married.
store
Yeah.
married.
Serious.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, one thing before we go, you guys, your website will be up at the end of this month, correct?
Yeah, we have a new website. So our website now is fine, but it only has Polywood furniture on it. Once we go live with the new site, not all, but most of the major brands that we carry, all of those products will be on the site. Now, there won't be pricing. Only the Polywood will have
Yeah.
pricing. You can order Polywood on our site. We still do delivery if you're in our area. But you'll be able to see all the other things that we offer,
That's awesome.
which is great because I think a lot of people don't realize if you haven't been in, come in.
I'm serious,
Come
guys.
in
Like,
and
just
say
walk in.
hello. It's a really nice space. It's
Yes.
it's filled with every kind of furniture you can think of. If you've been in and we didn't have what you thought we were going to have, it's probably just because we haven't ordered it and put it on the floor. I mean, we have access to everything that exists in outdoor furniture.
And there's only so much floor space, so
Right.
it's ever changing. We
That's
sell
what-
directly off the floor.
That's what's so cool. It's always changing, and I love that. You
Yes.
know, somebody did buy this other set that I liked, and I was like, whatever. And then y'all changed it out or whatever you did, and I was like, it wasn't meant for me. But and I think Shauna Span fell in love with that fire pit. She
did,
could not get enough of that.
Yeah, the fire pits are great.
Like they're amazing, and you got so many different ones.
we do.
Yeah, they're customizable.
Yeah.
So
You get to
yeah.
choose your glass colors. You get to choose
top
your because
color.
there's poly, there's granite, there's finished
I
concrete,
didn't realize-
There's
aluminum.
copper.
I didn't realize that fire pits came in so many. Like I'm amazed every time I go into your store. I love it. I love you guys. Was there anything else you wanted to mention? Because I could keep y'all here for a long time,
And we would stay.
I
We
know.
would.
So, is there anything else you want to mention that I didn't cover while we were on the podcast?
We covered so much.
We covered a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we just really want everybody to come and enjoy the space and see what we have to offer and
Like there is no pressure. Like
Yeah,
if it's
no.
not right for you,
Just
it's
come
not
in
right
and
for
look
you.
But I've seen y'all in action with this with people I don't know, and you don't pressure. You listen, see what they need, and you recommend or whatever, and you've seen them on your way. There's not a lot of pressure like trying to make this sale. Because once
yeah,
again,
no.
y'all are on
Yes.
commission, and just check it out. I think it's amazing. Of course, I love y'all. Y'all have been nothing but amazing to this Chamber of Commerce, and we really appreciate it. And we're so glad to have you in our community.
happy to be here.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. Thank you guys for listening. You've caught episode 47 of the Getting in Your Business podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe.